Hi, I'm Matthew, here in Dominican Republic. I want to explain a little about how to maximize the benefits of your healing. I also want to tell you about the launch of our new World Healing Center. I suppose within the next few days we'll be launching World Healing Center and perhaps a few days later World Healing Foundation. We'll give you details as we work through it. But first of all, let us maximize the efficiency of your healing. And this means that we advise you on the benefits and what to do in order to get the maximum from your open healing day or from any healing session. Some would say to me, Matthew, I am very, very ill. I have a liver problem. I have a head problem. I have a big toe problem, etc., etc. Will you say a prayer for me? And I say, certainly, of course I will. But to deal with serious illness, we need to be serious about what we do. And just telling me to, say a prayer for me. Well, that's good in itself, but it needs a lot more. A lot more preparation from my perspective and also from yours. Obviously, I have to prepare myself every day. And every day I spend a lot of time in preparation for the work that I do and have done over the last number of years. I've been working as a healer for many, many years, and I'm now heading for 80, and I have a lot of experience in the healing world. I've done a lot of work across the world with people with serious illness, and of course we have, I suppose, up to 1,000 videos, and maybe the same in testimonials. Testimonials and videos of people giving their view of their healing. If you'd like to check that out on matthewlennonhealer.com on all platforms, you'll get all the info there rather than me having to wade through it. But the purpose of this talk is what you need to do. Rather than just depend on the healer, it takes two. It takes you, the patient, as well, to have an input. Now, we have to look at all aspects of healing. And it's not just about saying a prayer, although that's a very, very important aspect. But we have to look at what's causing the problem. Your problem. Is it your food? Is it your mindset? Is it genetic? Is it your diet? Is it your habits? We need to look and look at your lifestyle. Are you overindulging too much? Is it your food that's causing the problem? Is it lack of exercise? Your doctor might tell you to quit maybe smoking or quit some habit that is causing your problem. Sometimes people come to me and they tell me, look, my doctor has told me to do so and so, so and so, and I don't want to do that. I want to someone to heal me, without doing anything myself or making any changes in my life. Well, now that's not going to work for you. Not going to work for anyone. You're going to have to adjust yourself to searching for what's causing the problem. Your problem. Well, it may be stress, it may be genetic, it may be anxiety. There's a whole lot of aspects that you have to look at. Of course, I acknowledge that there are some circumstances that is very, very difficult to diagnose. And obviously that entails quite a lot of research and quite a lot of thought, and but to get the maximum benefit from your healing, you need to look at your lifestyle. You need to also to relax during your healing. If it's an open day, and in some open days we have 50, 70, 80,000 tune in, but you can get the benefits and the maximum benefits if you do certain things. You can't expect healing if you're sitting watching the telly on one hand and with a pint of beer in the other. That won't work for you. And no point in you coming back and telling me, Matthew, your healing doesn't work. Well, not just mine, it's your healing as well. And what you have to do is to find a quiet room without any distraction. Turn off the TV or the radio or your phone or whatever instrument that you're playing, whether it's music or otherwise. Turn it off while the healing is going on. And afterwards as well. People often ask me, how long is healing going to last? Well, last as long as you want it to. When you tune in to me, then obviously we work together on an intimate basis. We work with the energy that's generated and transferred. And this energy, this healing energy, this divine energy is what's responsible for your healing. If we look at Lourdes and other parts of the world where healing has taken place for hundreds and hundreds of years. If we look at the old wells, particularly across Ireland and maybe Europe as well, these wells have existed for hundreds and thousands of years. People have left their crutches and walked away from these healing wells. And I think there's a list of those wells somewhere on MatthewLennonHealer.com. You'll find a lot of information there about the old healing wells of Ireland. But back to our relaxation and back to the feelings we have during healing sessions. Sometimes people tell me they see a lot of different colour. They feel the energy of the healing working on their leg, arm, pancreas, liver, whatever part of the body may be affected. Although, in some cases, some patients tell me they feel heat and cold, and that's all good. Once you relax and tune in, you will find the benefit. But we need faith here as well, your faith. People ask me, have I enough faith to be able to heal them? And I say, yes, I have. How about you? Have you got enough faith in me and in my work to be healed? And so you need to do your homework as well. I've been doing this for in hundreds of different areas across the world, and it works very well regardless of space and time and whatever. Relaxation for you, the patient, is important. The feelings and the belief. Belief is important as well as faith. And so we're going to be perhaps working on with maybe open days in the near future, and this will be preparation for you to get your healing and benefit and maximize the efficiency of that by preparing yourself. People ring me at all hours of the day and night asking about healing and describing their pain and suffering, and naturally I do the best I can. But hundreds of people across the world contact me every day of my life. And everyone wants something. And I am prepared to give that something, whatever it may be. Some of you out there, but not you, of course, can be very demanding and say, well, why didn't you respond to me? I'm waiting now 2 days or 2 hours for a response to my request, and you haven't come up. I haven't come up with anything. Well, maybe there's a technical problem. Maybe you need to talk with Facebook or some of the platforms that we work from. It's not always our fault, although we deal with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls and emails. Some in the middle of the night, in our time. And while most of you are very patient and great and supportive, there is an odd one, just an odd one, that makes special demands because they're so important. Good job is just an odd one. And you know, I have good patience. After all these years, one learns patience. Maybe I didn't have as much as I have now in earlier years, but now I am patient. patient enough to be able to tune in to you and evaluate your condition. That's my work. That's a sensitivity that I have developed or has been given to me to help with my work. In some cases, people tell me part of their problem. And I look at the situation sometimes and say, well, look, this is just part of it. What about this aspect in your life? Or what about something else that may be causing the problem? You haven't told me about it, but I still know. And it's important for you to be truthful as well. Very important. Because if you're not truthful with me, then you are not truthful with yourself. And so it's good that you be open and honest, not just with me, but with yourself and others as well. Now, we'll be doing live healing, and that will be info. You will get info on all of that and all of our platforms. And if you stay tuned, then you will get all the info. People often say to me, look, you never contacted me and told me about the open day that you were doing. Well, now I can't contact 80,000 or 50,000 or 20,000 people. So you have to do your part, and your part will be to prepare and to get your dates right and your times. There's often questions about different time zones, and of course here in the Dominican Republic we're 5 hours. There's 5 hours of a difference in parts of Europe, 10 and 11 in maybe Australia, New Zealand. So up to you to investigate, do your little bit of research. And we'll all look forward to meeting you in the near future with our open day. Now, open days will be in aid of our foundation. We have a World Healing Foundation, which is out there to support those in need. We work with children and help them to get started in school by giving them school supplies, etc., etc. By providing food for those in need, clothing for those in need as well, shelter also, not just here in the Dominican Republic or in Europe, but across the world. So your donations to our foundation will be instrumental in the amount of help that people in need get from our foundation, which is fully transparent, and you check it out on our page. I'm sure there's a lot of questions that you have to ask about your healing and everything that we do. All our practice, of course, is confidential. We never discuss your problem with anyone other than your good self. And so, hopefully, this little talk will help you to relax and to tune in to our next healing days. to your next healing day. Any questions you may have, we will gladly reply as soon as we possibly can, but don't expect everything immediately. Some people think, like we said before, they should have an immediate answer when there's a 5-hour, a 10-hour, 11-hour time difference. So please take that into consideration as well. I'm not complaining. 99.9% of you are so helpful and so wonderful. And the help that you offer and give us is appreciated very much. There's always going to be the 1% who are critical about themselves, they're critical about me, and they're also critical about all aspects maybe of life. But we're not really concerned that much about that 1% or less. Most others are absolutely wonderful. So thank you all, ladies and gents out there across the world who are wonderful, and even those who aren't so wonderful. Thank you just the same. And so I offer you my best wishes, and I look forward to meeting you again soon. And just as a last request here, I ask you to share our posts with your friends and family. The more people that tune in, the more and the better your healing will be. So God bless, take care, keep well, thank you, and go to Mahagut, August.